Hello everyone, it is me, twitch.tv/strawberryjam. I kind of forgot to turn on my mic for this recording, so I'm still gonna use the gameplay. I'm just gonna talk over it. Also, thank you, Boa, for the skin. I love this skin. I'll put their Instagram in the description. Anyway, so I've recently started school. I've been in for about a week or so I can't really say too much, but, listen. There's this sort of unification that seniors kind of go through, where they're like, oh my god, it's finally ending. Let's not hate each other for 1 year. So it's kind of weird. Because I've been talking to a lot of people I've never talked to before, despite knowing them for 3-4 years. And all of a sudden we like each other? Are you kidding me? I've spent half my life hating you. And all of a sudden, just because we're graduating soon, we're holding hands and twirling in a circle, just, enjoying each other's company. It's so bizarre. It really is. And another thing I feel like seniors also go through is the idea of just wanting to be involved in everything, school spirit-wise. Every year, without fail, whenever we do our beginning of the year pep assembly, the seniors are always the loudest and they always cheer the loudest. Whoever's holding it is freshmen, you cheer, ah, sophomores, you cheer, ah, and then it just gets progressively louder until we get to the seniors. And I feel like that's also partially because it's we are so close to getting out, we are screaming at the top of our lungs because we can see freedom. And we're almost there. We can basically taste it at that point, Why wouldn't you be excited? But it's really funny. Anyway, so the first week of school happened, and it was a nightmare. It started off really strong, and by that I mean terribly. So we did this beginning of school, senior assembly specifically, after the pep assembly that was for the entire school. And we went in there, and what they did was show, our pictures from freshman year, just to show, how much we've grown. And I don't know if you knew this, but I have an older sister. She's really cool. I appreciate her a lot. I don't really talk to her very much anymore, but she's kind of cool, I guess. But they did not show me at that assembly. They instead showed my older sister, which I guess is the eternal plight of the younger sibling, because I can never escape her shadow. And I guess that's the most, younger sibling thing to say ever, but it's so funny to me. It's an ongoing joke that only I ever laugh at. Everyone else is Jam, that's really upsetting. Are you good? And I'm yeah, no, it's fine. After you've lived in somebody's shadow for so long, you kind of get used to the cold and dark. No, I'm kidding. It's fun. It's not that bad, but it's just really funny to me. There was this one time when I was a sophomore, my sister had already gone to college. She was long gone at that point. She was just out. But my orchestra teacher came up to me, and he handed me an all-state plaque with her name on it, and he said, "Your sister forgot this here." And I had to bear the plaque as I went home, and I thought, damn, I have not been to Allstate. And it was such a blow to my ego, but I guess things like that happen all the time. It's that and, being called my sister's name in classes. I'm just so happy that I failed math. This sounds weird, but I'm so thankful I didn't take the same math courses she did, and that I didn't have to be in, teachers' classes who had her before me. Because without fail, every single one of them has called me, my older sister's name, and it's just incorrect. It's just wrong. It's such a pain. Oh my gosh, speaking of, the senior stuff, trailing back to what we were talking about at the beginning, homecoming. Homecoming itself is just an entire topic I could go into. I am going to the homecoming dance. I don't know if I'm going to the game, because I'm pretty sure either way I'd be miserable, but I just think it's fascinating. Our football team sucks, but every year we have this tradition where we're dedicated to cheering them on and saying, yeah, we're very cool, let's go. But last year we lost. I just don't understand why we don't do it around one of our winning teams. Girls volleyball. They're doing fine. Can't we just do homecoming on them so we can actually celebrate something? I don't actually know what the point of homecoming is, I guess, but whatever. I just feel like I need to participate because I'm a senior and I'll have no other opportunity, and like adults keep telling me that these are my prime days. I'm gonna peak in high school and never look back. Well, not really. My dad talks about his like frat boy days, but we don't talk. That's like a dark era. Anyway, no, I just feel like I need to go, even though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hate it because I don't really have anyone to go with. I'm not gonna lie. When I was thinking about homecoming, I completely forgot that people usually take dates. It just didn't really cross my mind. Genuinely, it just didn't. I was like, wait, what? It came as a shock to me, because there was this kid in my art class, and I could make an entire video about this kid, because he's so fascinating. But he was talking to this girl in my art class about, like, having people to go with to the dance, and he was just asking her if she had someone to go with. And I was shocked. Frankly, I completely forgot it was a thing. And then after that, it all started piling up. Like, I started seeing, like, homecoming, like, asking out poster boards, I guess. What do you even call those? But I kept seeing them. It was so weird. It was so strange. Because I never thought about going with anyone except, like, a couple friends. But I don't even know if we're on the same page for that, because I haven't asked. So, I guess we'll find out when the time comes. When homecoming comes around, dress-up days follow. And there was a twin day. Oh boy, that was fun. I didn't have anyone to twin with. I was twinning with myself, and I wore the most, non-twinning outfit as I possibly could, just to spite the world. Because I felt like if I couldn't twin with anyone, I wouldn't twin with anyone, ever. So I put on, like, a pink jacket. A light pink jacket. I wore a pair of heels to school, which is the most painful thing I've ever done. But, you know, it looked cool. People complimented me on my shoes. And, like, I had 3 friends who were all matching. I had three friends who were all wearing the same outfits. And then I didn't have anyone. I just didn't ask, really. I guess it's my bad. You know, I guess in the end it ties back to me, but, you know, I'm gonna shift the blame to somebody else because it's easier for me. I've also been taking AP Psych, and it's messing me up. I don't know if this is too many topics to go into a video, but, like, AP Psychology is messing me up. Because I can never tell anymore if am I a good person? Am I a bad person? Am I somewhere in between? Because we're learning about, like, overconfidence, and, like, confirmation bias is the main thing. And it's driving me up the wall because I just can't tell. Well, I can tell, but, like, I notice things. I'm, like, hyper aware of when I'm overconfident now. Because I'm like, oh my god, I totally do that. Or, oh my gosh, this is something I do actively in my everyday life. This is a defense mechanism. This is a fallacy I pull out sometimes when I'm in the middle of, like, an argument with my parents or something. And I just go, it's so scary. I just don't know. I'm still coming to terms with it. I wonder if there's a term in psychology for coming to terms with psychology. Because it's just freaking me out. It's freaking me out bad. Anyway, tangent aside, homecoming's interesting, and I don't really know how it's gonna go. Frankly, I don't really know if I want to go, but I already bought a ticket, and it was kind of a lot of money. So I'm kind of stuck in the sunk cost fallacy. And plus I'm a senior, so I might as well go. My mom sewed an old dress she wore to a wedding for me. She made some adjustments, so I have something to wear. I didn't have to buy anything. Thank God. But, you know, that's fun. I'm just nervous. You know, worst comes to worst. I just come home and stream. I'm not even gonna lie. No, I genuinely would. I would as well. Maybe I should. I already paid. Anyway, so I also had to buy a parking pass, and they are the weirdest parking passes ever. Last year we had, like, simple squares, but now they're, like, dodecahedrons. Like, why? Why add so many sides? Why add so many edges? I don't know. It's more edgy than I was in middle school. Like, I don't get it. But, you know, I guess they gotta change it up every year so people don't use the same parking passes as last year, but even then it's just like, Jesus, that's so ugly, what the hell? But I digress. Anyway, I think I've been on a tangent long enough to fill up a YouTube video. It's been like, what, 12 minutes? I'll probably try to cut out only like, maybe like a minute max to keep the video over 10 minutes. I don't know. I've been struggling this month to make a video. I've tried to record this same video. This is my 4th time recording it. Because the first time I lost the audio, and I tried re-recording it a couple times, but I've been feeling a little under the weather. So, this is it. This is the final cut. This is the, you know, if you imagine one of those, like, weird director things. I don't remember what they're called, but they go clack, and then it's like, cut, and it's like, we're starting. You know, I'm making the movement with my arms, but you can't really see it. Anyway, so I hope you have a good day. Farewell. Bon voyage? Is that right? Anyway, bye.